Yes, well, I'd like to say a very warm welcome here to Latimer Park, but it's anything but warm, as you've probably guessed. It's a mightily chilly afternoon here this afternoon. Well, it's the end of what's largely been a very sad week for many fans of Kettering Town Football Club, as we saw the final demise and the final demolition of the Rockingham Road Stadium. A stadium that holds very close to my heart as well. It's the first place I ever reported on any sort of sport, including football, back in 1998. And in the press box that day were the late and legendary Mr. Derek Waugh, also Dave Dunham and Pete Simcoe. And as a 50-year-old man originating from Earthlinborough, yeah, I know what you're going to think from Earthlinborough, but it is true. And I always thought, that Poppies would end up being back at Rockingham Road until the day it got knocked down. Well, sadly, that has now come and gone as well. We're both teams ready for the kickoff. It's Gosport in a rather strange green and black strip, and of course Kettering Town all in red, and it's going to be Kettering Town that get us underway, and they're kicking towards the Morrison's bank end.
There we go. The goalkeeper for Gosport, Tom Price, fairly tall, hands in the air, short sleeves. Unusual for a goalkeeper, especially this time of the year. The ball goes long. There is a header there. Comes off the Gosport player. The ball bouncing around though at the moment. Stevens goes down. A cry for penalty. A cross goes back into the area. And at the moment, Gosport can't clear the penalty area. Tozen crosses that ball in far side. Trying to reach the header. And the ball ricochets up. It looked like Eddie Wakely. And it will be another corner for Kettering.
It's mightily chilly. Here comes the left. Here comes the corner. Keeper comes out for it. Gets contact on it, so does quite well there in the end as the goalkeeper. The ball's out of play on this near side right in front of us. The last home game here, of course, was, I wouldn't say it was a dour 0-0 against Slough. It was quite entertaining at times, but obviously people like to see goals go in, and that didn't happen in the last home game. And the subsequent ones before that as well, there wasn't too many goals around. And of course, Kettering coming off this rather poor defeat last weekend away at Dorchester. However, that was slightly made better during the week, Tuesday night, with a 6-1 win over Daventry. Now here's a chance. It's O'Connor through here, right-footed. That's a great finish.
Absolutely.
And 1-0 to Kettering Town, and we've only played 5.5 minutes. Fantastic finish from Aaron O'Connor.
Well, that ball through from Liam Bateman was stolid. It stayed low. Found some space. To be honest, I thought O'Connor was very far to the right-hand side, and I thought this angle was going to be very tight.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
But well played for having the shots.
Did well to keep it down. 12th goal of the season for Aaron O'Connor, and Kettering Town have the lead. As we've got Storer as 7.
Well, maybe they're the tactics just to confuse the defence. If you're told to mark the number 7 and he's moved to number 11,
completely different player.
The
ball in here from Meikle, and a header at the back. This is going to be 2-0. Well, the ball's in the net, but unfortunately, it's offside, and Gosport Borough can a huge sigh of relief there, because Kettering looking to see if they can build on that. I'm sure Marcus and his team will be more than happy with a 2 or 3 goal lead.
He's got some options here, hasn't he, Meikle?
Yeah. Stevens has got it now, left footed. Can he get a shot off? No, it's a good challenge in the end. Coming in from, I believe that was the number 6, Saunders, Ed Saunders.
Tozen got the ball into the area well, and Gosport's flooded the penalty area now with players and merging in with the pitch almost with them shirts. But Kettering's doing well. Still have the ball, still have possession. There's
a touch of last-ditch defending here from Gosport. The ball comes in again, but again that's a decent clearance as well. The referee's not happy about where the Poppies are trying to take this throw in from. In comes the ball. It's Matt Stevens
working hard, and he's got round the number 5. O'Connor's ahead of him. Probably not the best of balls to him. He plays it out wide again.
It's a good ball. Oh no, poor touch from Meikle. It's been lifted to the back post. It's almost there. Stevens, can he find a finish? Oh, good save from the keeper, right on the line with his feet, Matt. You thought that was going to be 2-0. Poor touch from Lyndon Meikle there when he was in, wasn't he?
Well, he almost scuffed that, didn't he? I think the fans behind the goal were hoping he'd strike that straight away. It was a scuff.
One touch and then finish, you thought, from Meikle, but it didn't come, I'm afraid. And that's a chance wasted there for Kettering to go 2-0 up. However, they've still got the ball deep in the Gosport half. There's a little turn on the edge of the box here. Here's Storer with a shot. That's took a deflection. That's gone for a corner.
Yeah, that deflected, I think, off Lee Molyneux, and it will be yet another corner. Like this time, the throw-in will be left for Liam Bateman to take instead.
I'm just wondering if somebody a little more educated than myself, like John Dunham, who's just along from me, I seem to recognise the name Lee Molyneux from somewhere. Has he played? That's probably what. Yes.
Oh, and Stevens could get an opportunity. A great
really
save
good block. He's had a
again.
good save again from the goalkeeper, Tom Price. Certainly a hand went up. I don't know whether he actually saved it or whether
I was just
going to
say, I don't know if you can say it's a great save, but it's just the fact he's got very lucky and been
in
very
close.
But Stevens having another go there to put Gosport into pressure, but they're having a good spell here, passing the ball around, and it will be a free kick. The number 10, Connor Davis, was fouled
and straight in the air there for Michael Richards. He knew he did wrong. There wasn't any sort of there wasn't anything really nasty in that.
Well, I'm just wondering if Andrew Dallison's going. Yeah, he's got his book out, and that will be a shame if Richards does get yet another yellow card. Not the first time this season.
Yeah, one or two shouts of derision from both the bench in front of us here and a couple of Poppies fans off to our right hand side. So
certainly seems strange, doesn't it, to say 1-0 where Kettering certainly feel like they've been in a lot of decent positions in that penalty area, but just can't get that final shot away. And they've certainly had a fair few corners as well. So they've had the opportunities.
Here comes the ball coming in again. It's flicked on at the near post. Can anybody get there before the goalkeeper? Oh, the 12 was underneath it. It was again. Brett's shown his class there. Hasn't had a great deal to do, but when he does it so well, doesn't he, Brett Solkin? Got it really well there when he was probably second favourite for that, to be honest with you. And whatever he does tend to do, Brett, he tends to do it very, very well.
Just watching Bateman here hovering on the edge of the area. The ball could have gone towards him. Instead, the ball's plucked out the air from Tom Price. Trying to pick out O'Connor, which he does. Small pass forward from O'Connor goes all the way to Stevens. O'Connor with a shot. Oh, and that's just bounced wide.
Effort, but worth a go this half, Matt. They're going to be got their wins, the wind slightly more at their backs in this half.
Now, and if they do, for the likes of, I think it was Cheshire, we beat them 13-1.
13-1, yeah, I'm still trying to catch up on the whole Merthyr story, but we'll hold that off for a second as Aaron O'Connor shows some speed. Puts the ball into the box. Keeper's lost it. Oh, a header, and it's cleared off the line. Goodness me, needed just
Stevens
a little bit of extra. And there were two players there stood on the line to bail the goalkeeper out after a bit of a ricket from him, if we're honest. And Gosport survive, but a chance here for Kettering to come forward once again. Aaron O'Connor loses it temporarily. Here's Matt Stevens again. Shot. That's going. Oh, what a good save that is! That's a really, really good save because it's over him. It's past him.
He's been caught in no man's land, hasn't he? But he's managed to somehow get this arm and clawed it up into the air.
Unbelievable. Telescopic arm from Tom Price. It was past him, it was over him and heading towards the net. And suddenly, as the six fans start and sing Come On Borough as this free kick gets prepared to be taken. Can't see who it is from here because he's obviously facing us, but it's right footed. Here it comes. You're going to go through. Mulligan gets there. White obviously didn't call for it. 565 we're being told the attendance here at Latimer Park, so 565 for those of you that like to keep a record of these sort of things. As Kettering break here, and here's Aaron O'Connor. He's on this inside, he's got inside the box, gets on his right foot. Can he get a shot away? He does, but it's blocked. A Bennett defended. Goodness me, I thought he was going to turn it back in towards his own net.
Let's hope we don't see any more of that and we actually see some football being played.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. Just having some latest scores come through to me. Dorchester are drawing one apiece away from home, and Kings Lynn and Kings Langley are still 0-0.
Just wide there.
Shot coming in from Storer, but unfortunately seemed to drag it and didn't really get the shot anywhere near on target.
Honer's just on the edge of the area.
Yeah,
there.
Here it comes. And Manningham wins it. Oh, I thought that was in. I thought I could see that nestling in the back of the net there for a moment.
But we left for Towsend again.
Just hearing, Matt, that there's been a goal at Banbury, and this means the game will be on Tuesday night if it stays like this. It's now Banbury 1, Farnborough 2 in that game. So the game on Tuesday could well be on.
Oh, that's scored. That's a fabulous goal.
At last, the second goal has come, and it's that man again, the club captain, Brett Solkin, a looping header. It looked for a moment as though the goalkeeper was going to manage to claw it away again, but he didn't. There was too much on it from Brett Solkin, and the ball's ended up in the corner there, and Kettering have a 2-goal lead.
Certainly a solid header there from Brett Solkin. A great delivery from Penn Towsend as well with the free kick. And if you want someone to head that ball into the back of the net, Brett Solkin is the ideal man to pick out, and Ben Towsend did just that. A lot of committed performances out there from Kettering players. All of a sudden it feels like they've put the foot on the gas and changed gear, you could say.
Richins needs to be careful. He's won it back, but he was really running the risk of committing a foul there. having already gone into the book early. Meikle with the ball into the box. Meikle been largely...
Oh, what a
that's
save!
another really good save. Goodness me. A spin and a shot, and you thought that was heading into the top corner. Was that Storer with that shot?
It was. Initially, I thought that ball was going wide, but the goalkeeper just got his hand to it.
And that's Frankie Page, and it's the... who's it just gone on? 14, wasn't it?
That's
14
right.
has just gone on.
Well, Hones with the ball, gets past the player, crosses it in, and Rennie Howe was there, but the goalkeeper managed to... But good header there from Sundyer.
And it's a great ball
ball
from Rennie Howe to Hones. Is this going to be the third and possibly the final goal of the afternoon? No, it's
would have
gone
liked
back.
him to have had a shot, really.
It's gone out there to Storer. Now it's Meikle. Meikle twisting and turning. Can he get a crossover? No, it's decent defending still at the moment.
Oh,
ball comes into the
off
box.
the line.
Goodness me, that was cleared off the line, wasn't it?
It looked like it. Oh,
Looks as if it was heading. That's a free kick. That's going to be chosen with his left foot. Wonderful left foot this guy has got. It's got
to get over the wall first,
hasn't it? A little bit short on some of his corners today, but that's up. But unfortunately, it's over as well. It didn't come back down. Yes, he's a good solid player. As we enter the last 90 seconds here, Rennie Howe has it, holds the ball up well, looking for a player, puts it back to Meikle. Meikle has it right-footed. What can he do? Just cuts inside, edge of the box, turns again. Nice little ball back to Howe. He's out there on that far side. Howe, right-footed, ball into the box. That's a decent
Howe was that in, doesn't he?
Yeah, and the ball has gone out for a corner kick.
And, there were the opportunities there. You thought almost this could have been a cricket score, possibly a cricket score better than down under at the moment. But
I'm not sure if I heard that right as well. I've got a bit of a crackly earpiece, and I think I just heard that Dorchester's won a piece.
Hones has ran the ball as a shot. I think that's his favourite save, isn't it?
I think that was made a little more dramatic than what it needed to be.
That was for the Poppers TV cameras.
Decent save, one for the cameras, how the Banbury game finishes. It's 2 apiece, we believe, at the moment. So that game on Tuesday will not go ahead. Banbury drawing 2-2 with Farnborough. Will let you know if you hear anything else.
Holcomb. Look at him go. He's just gone past one player, another player. And a good ball.
Now Meikle with some space to run into here, Matt, but chooses not to. Gets control of the ball. In fact, it would have been offside anyway because Aaron O'Connor had sprung the trap just a little too early. We move into the final 30 seconds here. Well, actually, more like 20 seconds. Well, he seems
not even that.
No, seems to have blown a little bit early, to be honest.
He's a bit chilly out there, and doesn't surprise me. But you know what? 2-0.
It's a win.
Some people may have expected a few more goals, but actually, I don't think Gosport have been one of the worst teams we've seen here this season.
Definitely not. They defend doggedly, don't they? They've got a goalkeeper that can obviously pull off some wonderful saves, as we've seen this afternoon. And at 1-0, Kettering still could have had the chance. Gosport could have still had the chance of getting back into the game, but Kettering had to do a little bit of defending at the time. I think Paul White only had really one decent save to make, didn't he?
With about 10 minutes to go, and when he was called on, he did exactly what it was needed. But a solid performance from Kettering, and that's going to give them the confidence after the defeat last weekend, and hopefully they'll be in action on Tuesday. We don't know just yet. If not, it's Frome away on Saturday.